Okay, so I just wanted to briefly discuss your final official assignment for the course, which is constructing this book class. You can decide for yourself. I mean, it might be helpful to actually make a class diagram of this class. But what I suggest is, notice in this skeleton version that I'm sending you, there's a there's this assert.h include in here, and this is an extra tool for testing. You remember when we went through constructing the deck class, there was, I was doing testing and testing and testing as every step of the way as I'm going through. And you want to test early and often as much as you can, because if you insert a defect early on and and you keep building and building and building on top of it, it's going to be harder and harder to track it down and see where you went wrong. So this assert thing can be really handy, and I'll just show you in the let's see, my solution version. Wait, where is it? Yeah. Okay, so I have this. I set up a bunch of, I set up 3 books, and I'm using this test book class function, calling it out of main. And you can actually, in unit testing generally, there'll be a different test function for each member function. So you can do it how you want. I took liberties because this is a relatively small class, and I just put a bunch of tests in one place. But you can have a test case for each one of your of the methods that you create. Okay, and then I just went in here and see this where it says assert. So assert will check to see if these things are equal. So when I wrote an access or get author, and this guy's my author, so I was expecting to see this back, and the assert checks and makes sure that it works. So if it doesn't work, if something goes wrong, like if I had actually put in Chamalar and get author returns something else, it'll come up and burp at me. I'll show you what it looks like here. So see, you'll get this debug business. It says, oh, it's not terribly helpful information. It says abort. Oh, I see. So you get this box, but the message, the actual helpful message is in the console here. It says assertion failed. C#.getAuthor == Chamalar. And it was on line 26 in my code. So this is where, so you'll get this unhelpful dialog box, and then you go and look in your console, and that's where you get the help that you want. So the problem is on line 26, and it's saying, that this assertion C#.getAuthor == Chamalar failed. Okay, so I'll say abort. And the fix in this case is it just did the test wrong. But typically what you'll do then is go back and say, oh, maybe something's wrong then with my get author program. And what you want to do is test different cases, right? Like they're asking for Oh yeah, so there in one of the questions there's a an option to set a reference number or not. So what do you do if you want to check the cases where you have a reference number or don't have a reference number, or so just make sure that you're checking all the different kinds of cases that you can have, and and test rigorously each time you write, complete a method. Test that one and make sure it's doing what you expect it to do, and then you should be fine. All right. So good luck and congratulations on getting this far in the course, and yeah, and good luck on your final project.